Well, welcome back to the Rolling Oldies. I'm Lonnie,
Gary?
and today we're going to discuss sort of ego and your inner monologue and versus kind of reality when you come into jiu-jitsu and what we've had to deal with, right? So, we want to start. Well, you started before me, so why don't you start?
Well, my journey when I first entered in, that was the biggest thing that I was aware of, because I went to several other gyms before I came to this one, and I could see the different attitudes. I could see that people were there on an ego trip, and some guys even wanted to hurt other people, and that wasn't what I was looking for. So when I came here to Team Took, that was the first thing that I had asked, and they're like, no, we check egos at the door. So I came here with the notion of wanting to train, and it's a humbling experience to have.
Yeah, I mean, at our age,
know,
that's kind of the point,
yeah.
right? You're getting this, you're doing this at 50 years old. You better not. Well, okay. Again, I'm not giving advice. I'm not giving advice because there's some 50-year-olds that are badasses out there. Okay, fine. I did not want to be the master of world Pan Am gods as far as my age. So that wasn't that intention coming in. But I didn't think I was going to get crushed as much as I was.
And
Right?
that's where the ego comes in.
That's where I had a certain level of confidence, right? That that was beaten out of me in the first couple months, and that was a good thing. I
It's
think.
a humbling experience,
Yeah,
and,
right?
it teaches you. It
Yeah,
really
it's-
does. It
it's
teaches
good.
you.
It's a whole nother level of humility, right?
Yeah.
When someone's got, you have no control of the fact that someone's got their crotch in your face and they're choking you out. It's like, that's not, you don't recover from that. You know what I mean? That is ingrained in you.
That's a mental thing.
You realize that's okay. That's how it is. And he's like, all right, okay. Right. Someday I wish to do that on someone else. That's kind of as far as it goes. So it's like, eventually I hope to get as good so I can, help check someone else's ego, because it's really, it needs to be done to a lot of people. I think, there's a lot of people still that they're new coming in, and
Yeah, that's for sure.
and it's hard. It's hard for everybody, but I think for me, it took a couple months probably, really on the, dealing with the fundamentals class to kind of be able to deal with that bruised ego kind of thing,
It's not so much just getting the smash. It's you checking your ego is more so your cardiovascular. You're looking at the next guy, not comparing yourself, but
you
you're
kind of
really,
are. Yeah.
You're really like, hey, I thought I had it together, but
And that
So you have to come back to that reality and set things up at your speed, at your pace, and at your age.
That's exactly right. And that's that with an inner monologue saying, okay, look, I'm not competing against other people, right? That's what's good about this art is it is an art, right? And there's a sport aspect to it as well, but it is an art, and you learn an art over time, and you're only competing with yourself, really. Yes.
Prime example.
Yeah.
I was out for 2 weeks off the mat, and in my mind, I'm still like I'm here 2 weeks. I was out sick for 2 weeks. My body had to take the time to recover, and then when I came back to practice, it took 2 days for me to get back into that the body being painful and hurting, and I'm thinking in my mind, I can do this. But the reality is, hey man, it's a process. Every day, take one day at a time.
Yeah, and that's only 2 weeks.
That's 2 weeks.
I had the knee thing. I was out for 3 months. 3 months not on the mat, and when I came back, it was starting over. It really was, and that's hard to come back and continue on knowing that, man, I gotten to a certain level, now I knocked back down. I got to build back up.
You failed.
Yeah, right. It's like mini failures,
yeah.
but you start getting used to that. It is. You're gonna get beat down. You're gonna get, it's just you're gonna take hits to your ego, and that's why you can't come in with an ego. That's why you said check it at the door, because I can't if I
day.
bring any kind of ego into this, it's man, that's just
It makes for a hard training day.
yeah, that would
You
be
know, or a
painful.
hard training
That would
day.
be painful all day. The whole training, I would be like every misstep or every time I got smashed by somebody I think I shouldn't get smashed by. That's
Always trying to dominate.
that would hurt. Yeah, that would
it's
hurt way
just-
too much. I would be like, oh man.
You'll never succeed.
Yeah. And I won't feel the desire to keep coming back to the mat that way.
Yeah.
You know, if I let the ego get in the way. So
Especially at this age. At
Yeah,
this
especially.
age is totally different
Yeah.
than being in your 20s. Because you feel like you have something to prove at 20. In your 50s,
yeah.
all that's checked at the door.
Well, and in some aspects, the maturity level makes it a little easier to kind of check the ego as well. So there's pros and cons, I guess, to to everything. But yeah, I think that's a serious thing. You see, that ego, man, you gotta let it go. I just had to say, you know what, it's gone. I'm done. Yeah, I just don't. I don't need it.
And that goes with tournaments, it goes with training,
Yeah.
because it's all the same, Man, just have fun and enjoy
Yeah.
yourself and try to stay in shape as long as you can.
Yeah, you just do the best you can.
Health is wealth.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, I
sure.
think that's huge. So, yeah, I don't think there's any other. I mean, there's inner monologues all the time. For me, you're constantly battling that, right? I'm like, why can't I get this? Why can't I? Why isn't this working? Or, what? You always have those little inner battles, but as long as you don't let it, you don't let it get to you. You just
Yeah.
it's part of the training. It's part of the learning. It's part of the process, right?
It's a
So,
journey. It's a journey. We're always striving to do better and always striving to better ourselves.
Yeah.
But having the power trips and the ego trips, can't go anywhere with that.
Yep.
And it messes up your training and also messes it up for the next training partner. So
Yeah, because you take that, taking that with you, that kind of affects,
that's negative
their rolling
energy.
too. Yeah, exactly, right. So yeah, you got to just keep a clear head, keep a clear mind, and don't. That's what I think we try to do that every night. Just don't let other stuff affect your inner dialogue, your inner monologue.
It's one
If you got
thing
inner
that-
dialogue, you got a whole nother problem.
Yeah.
I guess you could have both personalities and be okay, and still roll. But that'd be an interesting role.
That's one
Yeah,
thing that,
multiple-
that coach does that I like when he starts practice. He says, take a deep breath, breathe in, breathe out. Let's get ready for training. So you're breathing everything in, all the negative out. Getting rid of it and leaving everything at the door. And you're here for training now, and
Yep.
get rid of that stress. And, it's time to start training.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you guys, anybody watching this, if there's something that you really struggle with as far as the ego, because people have all kinds of different backgrounds.
Yeah.
If you come from a non-athletic background, or you did have you did wrestling, or you did some other sport.
Ex-military or
Yeah,
law
exactly.
enforcement or fireman or
Yeah.
anything like that.
So you come in here having a certain expectation, and then it's just crushed.
Yeah, it's a humbling experience for sure.
Yeah, let us know if that's it's an issue for you guys. But anyway, so yeah, that's ego. What other time? Sorry. Yep. I guess that's it for that. So until next time, it's Rolling Oldies. I'm Lonnie.
Gary,
Peace.
have a good one.
Rolling, 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 keep rolling, rolling.